Hey guys, Joe from 3PM 151 here, and I'm here with a deck profile. This is a deck I've been running since Dragon Exalted came out. Um, I wasn't able to actually utilize the whole deck until Plasma Storm came out, so it has been a little frustrating having to wait a whole like 6 months. It's been pretty aggravating. So this deck is actually pretty decent. I played against top tier decks and I can go over them very quickly. It's very inexpensive. All the cards are fairly cheap, except for a couple of new cards. It's basically conditions. I love conditions. I love using them. And when I saw Ninetales, Amoongus, and then I saw Mew, I was like, okay, it could work. I don't need Mew though, because I don't want a 2-prize EX. But I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for finishing the deck, and what else and why it's used, basically the ins and out. So we run the standard 4-4 lineup of Ninetales. I'm looking for 2 holly foils of these, so like with the fire in the background. It's basically, I look at this as an attacker. When you combine it with a Amoongus, or when you overlay with the Poison Hypnotic Beam, it hits for 180. With the Verbing City, adds up to 210 damage for 1 fire energy. That is broken for stage 1. So also I use it as my catchers too, so I don't need to run catchers in my deck, which means I could fill out more things with it. This deck is mainly trainer based. You can always do something with it, or with whatever hand you get, you're able to do something. You got the Vulpix, Amoonguses, and Funguses. I'm questioning whether to keep this one, play the rollout one, or the new one. I might play the new one because it seems more versatile. And Amoga, people haven't been using it that much, so for me it's a great starter. I can put Amoga out, energy on it, waste my hand, maybe Juniper, and then get my bench filled real quickly within turn 1. Turn 2 I can start attacking. Got the 4 ends, 4 Charons. Those Charons I'm trying to get to Colverses because I always have a full bench, so it'll give me more options. 3 Skylas. Skyla is amazing in this deck. If I need to search out a Poison Hypnotic Beam, which is this proxy right here, these are the proxies, because I didn't have when Dragon Exalted came out. Let's say I have a Ninetales and my Funguses are all out, I'm like, man, I wish I could slow it down a little. I can always search for my Poison Hypnotic Beam, play my Poison Hypnotic Beam, or I can search for my Stadium card, my Verbing City. I can always deal 150 damage easily. So Skyla is a really good card. I was thinking of bumping up to 4, but at the same time I don't, because I usually draw what I need to. Skyla is one of those cards I let sit in my hand, and then I'll act upon it when I need to. So she's great. She can search. This deck is mainly full of trainers, so I can search out anything on this side, which is awesome because when you look at it, I don't run too much Pokemon, so it's very helpful. Search out the other 30-something cards, and it's just the best card. Juniper, I don't want to dump my hand unless I have stuff like the Evospheres I don't use too often. But it helps me get those extra catchers that I want back, or Poison Hypnotic Beams. I mean, not the poison, the Spore effect from Amoongus for the De-Evolution Spray. So a lot of things I don't want to discard. So Juniper is one of those things that like a top deck form card. That's a top deck card I want to get. Level Ball searches any Pokemon in the deck. The Poison Hypnotic Beams, I'm looking for 4 of them. I should have a booster box coming in within a day or 2. So if I pull 4, I'll be so excited about that. I need those cards. And if you have some, just PM me or something, or send me an inbox, especially if you have reverse foils. I'm trying to foil out the whole deck. I'm almost there. 3 Super Scoop Ups. One's actually a misprint, which is pretty cool. So there's a huge line going through where they ran out of ink, so there's a huge black line down the middle on the right side. That helps me scoop up my Pokemon in case they have damage counters, or have a Amoongus on the bench. It's just basically more of a De-Evolution Spray. Let's say I have one Fungus and one Amoongus on Ninetales, and I have a De-Evolution Spray. or I don't have one, I can just scoop up the Amoongus, drop the Amoongus down. It's basically just a free de-evolution spray. De-evolution spray, self-explanatory. That also maxed out to like 7 catchers, so 8 catchers total in the deck if I keep de-evolution spray on Ninetales. But that doesn't happen too often. Rescue card. This is a card I haven't played with yet, so I'm testing it right now. It is when all your Ninetales are done, you're done with the deck. So I can always rescue Scarf them to bring the Ninetales back into my hand. I can always get the Vulpixes back on the bench. I don't mind that. I could always super rotted level wall for them, but I'd rather have a Ninetales in my hand so I have less cards to worry about. And the best part about this deck I love is that it's unorthodox. Like usually you'll see, oh, these are way too many random cards you add. Random receiver helps for constant supporters. Super I get my Vulpixes back. When my Funguses are usually on the bench, if they're dead, maybe I'll search for just a Amoongus and maybe a Fungus. But I'm mainly looking for my Ninetales and Vulpixes, and you don't really need to worry about fire energies. Pokemon Communications, another searcher. Catcher, this is for the Garbodor factor. I know like, people are like, oh, I should use Tool Scrapper, but I can always have my Ninetales out, but oh man, so I can just, sorry about that. I can always drop a catcher down and maybe Skyla or Hypnotic Beam, go for the kill for the Garbodor. Computer Search, basic staple. In Burbank City, this card is broken with the Hypnotic Beam and with the Amoongus being affected by 3 conditions. So 170, the Poison System, 120. It's just broken. It's broken. And here's the best part. You don't need to run too many energies. These will be leaving soon. I used to run Siglif in here. It was really good. It was a good tech card to slow things down. But at the same time, I found myself trying to use it sometimes, so it wasn't that helpful. So at the moment, I have 6 fire energies and 2 blends. The blends are just in case I have to hit with a Amoongus, but for the time being, I might just take these and drop these down to drop it down to 1 maybe, because I don't really need it too much, and put 7 fire energies. Maybe I can take away like a de-evolution spray or super scoop up, or maybe something else that I have to go through the deck. I usually go through the deck like once a week and I tweak it a little, not much, usually 1 card. But I used to run 9 energies, but now I run 8. I figured out I used to run 11 when I started off. I drew too many energies, and I couldn't get my Pokemon out. And then I dropped down to 8. I dropped down to like the 7, seeing if I can get it. It wasn't a bad number. Just too little energy. So I went up to 9, and it was really good at 9. So I was top decking it a couple times energies, and I was like, I don't need this card, so I figured let's take that top deck factor and get rid of it. So I dropped it down to 8 energy. So that's basically the deck profile. I know people call it like Sport Tails. We call it random things here, like I call it 9 moons or something like that, like Amoongus, Ninetales, or my brother calls it Fun Tail or Foon Tail. So basically this is my deck. Give me ideas of what I should do about it. I'm always just trying to hollow the deck out. So if you have any full art Skylas, I'm looking for those. Poison Hypnotic Beams, if I don't get them from my box full, I'll let you know. Looking for another reverse foil Amoongus. 2 more reverse foil Funguses. 2 reverse foil Ninetales. When Juniper comes out in the full art, I'm going to want those. They're going to be highly sought after. And are all hollowed except for 1, but I don't think I'll need it. So hollowed, 1 hollowed, and then I need hollows of these if I can get them. And I'm just looking to hollow out the rest of these. So Just pimping that out. Also, if you like the intro, just let us know. I put that together real quickly yesterday for like 30 minutes. I thought it was pretty hard, but I saw this guy online. He was very helpful, so I hope it worked out. I'm still tweaking it a little, so you might see it change from video to video. But basically, this is my deck profile, so this is what I'll be running from now on. I probably won't stop running it for another year, so I'll keep running it. So I like the deck very much. I'm very pleased with it. I can go against top tier decks. They can make fun of me. Haha, why are you playing this deck? But when I knock out your Darkrai, you're like, what the hell? It just happens. Alright, guys, this is Joe from 3PM151, signing out.